Parshat Yitro contains the awesome Ma'amad Har Sinai, the giving of the Torah at Mount Sinai. But it didn't just happen when Bnei Yisrael and the Israelites arrived at Mount Sinai. There was a 3-day preparation. And this 3-day preparation is referred to by sages as Shloshet Yemei Hagbala, the 3 days in which they surrounded the mountain. They made a boundary around the mountain. Hashem communicated to Moshe and he said, I want you to tell the Jewish people, the Gebalta etahar, they are to surround the mountain at given boundaries, at given points. They can't come too close. Yishamru, they cannot come and touch the mountain while the Torah is being given. We see this very important aspect here of gevulim, of boundaries. The Rambam tells us that when it comes to choosing who your students are, who you're going to teach Torah to, you can't just teach Torah to anybody. If you have somebody who has very bad derech eretz, very bad behavior, first you have to teach them how to behave. And only afterwards you teach them the Torah. There has to be a hachonah, there has to be a preparation before one gives Torah to a person. Torah is of the higher echelons. It's the higher wisdom of Hashem. If a person doesn't know how to behave with the lower wisdom of derech eretz, of proper behavior, then they're not ready yet for the higher wisdom. And here too, Hashem was saying, I'm about to give you this higher wisdom, this Torah, but there is something vital that I have to teach you first. And I'm teaching this to you by telling you, you have to create boundaries around the mountain. Up to here is where this one can go. And the Kohanim can go a little bit further. But you can't go beyond those boundaries. Boundaries are absolutely essential for living a Jewish life. In fact, there are so many boundaries. 365 negative commandments about what we can do and what we cannot do. And even then we have the concept of a siyag. A siyag means a fence. Asu mishmeret lemishmarti. Based on a verse in the book of Vayikra, Hashem says, you must protect that which I protect. So for example, Shabbat begins when the sun sets on Shabbat. But you can't suddenly just keep Shabbat from that point because it's a very precise moment. And maybe if you stop doing work at exactly that point, you may inadvertently actually be doing work a little bit after that. So you have to bring Shabbos in a little bit beforehand. You've got to bring it back. It's almost like a person is standing right next at a cliff, at the precipice, and they're about to fall off. You don't stand right by the cliff. You take a few steps back. You put a boundary there to protect it because it is something that is dangerous or something, in the case of the Torah, that's very, very precious. You have to have boundaries. Unfortunately, we are living in a generation, a world today that is really beyond boundaries. Anything goes. Anybody can say anything that they like. Anybody can post anything that they want whatsoever. Anybody can dress however they like. There's no sense of boundaries, which was in my generation, that's how we were raised, to have certain boundaries. And when children are not given boundaries, then they become people who are hefker. They're all over the place. They don't know what they do. So Hashem says to the Jewish people, before I give you the Torah, I'm going to teach you the importance of boundaries. Only then will you come to the higher wisdom. I wish you a Shabbat Shalom.